What's up, y'all? Game 3 recap of the finals here. If you're wondering, I'm actually in a hotel room because I am playing in an AAU tournament in Austin, which is about 2.5 hours away from my house. But still wanted to get you guys this recap. I couldn't really watch the first half of the game, but I did see the second half, which the fourth quarter didn't really matter because the game was kind of already over. But just pulling up the box score here, looking at the Celtics side. Jaylen Brown, 10 points, 3 of 12 from the field. Jason Tatum, 15 points, 4 of 10 from the field. Al Horford, only 3 points. Derek White, 6 points, 2 for 8 from the field. Drew Holiday, 10 points, 4 out of 10 from the field. So you see this consistency of both kind of inefficiency from their main scorers here, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Drew Holiday, and Derek White. And I think some of it comes down to they thought that they had this series in the bag basically, so they're pretty content with their 3-0 lead, and it just seems like the Mavericks kind of like punched first and kind of just like got them by surprise. I mean, they were down 13 after the first quarter, and then going into halftime they were down 26. So after that, it was kind of like the game wasn't over yet, but you could kind of sense the feeling that the Celtics were like kind of giving up almost. Um, but yeah, I mean, you don't really have any standout games here. Sam Hauser, 14 points, 4 to 6 from the 3-point line. That's pretty good. But overall, everyone kind of played not very good. They only had 31 rebounds, which also shows, you know, the low amount of effort and energy they really had in this game. Looking at the turnovers, they also had 13 turnovers. Drew Holiday had 5 turnovers, actually. And actually, I believe before this game, throughout games 1 through 3, he had no turnovers. So that's pretty interesting to see. But yeah, only 31 rebounds from the Celtics. So just keep that in the back of your head as we go through the Mavericks. Okay, going to the Mavericks. Um, Derek Jones Jr., 5 points, 2 out of 4 from the field. Pretty decent game. I mean, kind of what you expect from Derek Jones Jr. PJ Washington, 13 minutes, 6 points, 2 for 4 from the field, 2 out of 3 from three. Same with him as well. Gafford, 7 points, 4 boards, 1 block. I mean, the center spot this game for the Mavericks was really good. Gafford and Lively, I thought played like tremendous, and they kind of over exemplify the roles. Lively looked a lot like how he did in the Timberwolves series, in my opinion. He looked a lot more energetic. You also saw Luca and Kyrie throwing lobs to them, which I thought, they're getting back to their game, their style of play, which is big. Okay, but now looking at Kyrie, 10 for 18 from the field, 1 for 6 on threes. Still got to work on that a little bit, but I mean, 10 for 18 from three, that's really good. That's 9 of 12 from the 2 pointers or shots inside the 3-point line, 2 pointers, whatever. But yeah, I mean, he has a pretty good game here tonight, 55.6% from the field, which is big. Luca had 29, 5 and 5, 12 for 26 from the field, 0 of 8 from 3. That's something he's been struggling with this series is his 3-point shooting. He's not really hitting as many step backs, but I'm sure they're eventually going to fall. Keep in mind, Kyrie played 30 minutes, Luka played 32, so that's why their numbers are kind of deflated. They didn't play the whole fourth quarter, really. Looking at Lively, 11 points, 12 boards, 4 to 5 from the field. I mean, you just love that from your rookie big man. That's what you need out of him. Josh Green, 3 points, 5 boards, pretty quality minutes to be honest. Kleber finally hit a 3-pointer. I was pretty excited about that. Looking at Dante Exum, pretty good game. 10 points, 4 out of 7 from the field. Definitely shocked me with how he played. But yeah, looking at Hardy, 5 points. Dwight Powell, Tim Hardaway, Morris. I think is that AJ Lawson? Let me see. Hold on. That is AJ Lawson. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Well, I guess he's only played 1 year, but AJ Lawson, 8 minutes. Um, Oliver Maxine Prosper. Never heard of that guy before either. He played 5 minutes, garbage time minutes, doesn't really matter. But Hardaway, 15 points, 5 out of 7 on threes. I mean, Hardaway's definitely one of those dudes where you're gonna get either 15 points from him on 5 or 7 from shooting in one quarter, or you're gonna get over 7 from the field in one quarter, and you just kind of got to live with it. But let's see, looking so no Porzingis again for Boston, definitely big. The Mavericks out rebounded the Celtics by 21 rebounds. Dallas had 52, Boston 31. So, looking at other stuff, Dallas shot 50% from the field, 40% from three, 68% from the line, not very good. 8 turnovers. Mavericks, or not Mavericks, Celtics 36% of the field, 34% from three, 92% from the line, 13 turnovers. So, the Mavericks won every number game, basically. They shot better from the field, shot better from the three, not the free throws, but they've kind of been sucking from that area for the whole series. And they had less turnovers. That's like the main categories you want to win, and rebounds, obviously, and points. I was just thinking of it, but points is that's how you win the game. So yeah, so they won all the subcategories here really, except for free throws. They had more assists as well. Didn't have as had more steals, but not more blocks. But that's just stuff added on. Um, Looking at their defense, though, I mean, holding the Celtics only at 84 points. Luka definitely looks like he's not 100% back, but he's coming back. He's able to play defense, which is very important because he was not playing defense very well. I mean, I'm sure you guys saw some clips of him getting blown by, but yeah, man. I mean, if Luka can continue playing his defense like, just like being able to sit down in a chair and guard his guy for a little bit, I mean, I think they're going to be okay. Um, so yeah, we got a game 5. I mean, I definitely think I mean, I love it, honestly. We saw LeBron come back down 3-1 against 2016, or I guess the Warriors in 2016. So it's definitely possible now that the Mavericks are down 3-1. Is it likely? No, definitely not at all, but it is possible. Like I said before, I would love to see this series get stretched even more just because more basketball and, it'd be fun to see. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Kind of a short one today. But there's not really much to talk about. The Celtics really just came out and they just didn't look energized. They didn't look ready to go, really. They just kind of came out and played a basketball game. Meanwhile, the Mavericks, they punched first, they punched hard, and they were, you know, very disciplined throughout this game on getting good shots. That's another thing I thought with the Celtics. It didn't really look like they were in their mojo offensively. It didn't seem like they were playing that kind of high school type of offense we've been talking about throughout the series. But yeah, and I think that's also why you have your starting five scoring a combined 44 points, if my math is correct, which is only about half of what you score. Which they didn't play the whole fourth quarter, but I mean, still, you don't want that from your starters. You need like what the Mavericks had. They had let's see, 11, 18. They had 78 points from their starters out of 122. Yeah, and I mean the Mavericks offense actually looked really really good tonight, which it hasn't been for the past 3 games. They have been held under 100 by the Celtics. Um, Dante Exum, Tim Hardaway, names to look out for. See if they might get more minutes coming up in Game 4. Looking at their big men, obviously, if Lively and Gafford can keep up their production, then I think that they have a pretty good shot here to possibly win Game 5, maybe get another one at home. They force Game 7, which I'm looking way outside right now. But if they could force a Game 7, that would be so exciting. Even like I'm a neutral fan in this situation. I'm a little more lenient towards Dallas just because I'm from Texas, but I hate the Texas Rangers and they're based in Dallas. So I'm kind of neutral here. I just really, just like as a basketball fan, you want to watch a Game 7. You know, it's like what they say. It's the best 2 words in all of sports. But I mean, for the Celtics, if you get Porzingis back next game, I think that's going to be a really big help. But I'm not too sure. I've never seen the type of injury he has. Um, but from the looks of it, he might be out for the whole series unless they try to force him back, which is possible. And if they do actually force him back, then I think that it's either going to go really good or he's going to get hurt again. So if you're the Celtics and Porzingis, you got to be willing to take that chance. And I feel like you only really take it if the Mavericks end up winning Game 5 in TD Garden. Um, yeah, but I mean, good bounce back game. I mean, good game overall from your two guards for the Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie. I'm interested to see if Kyrie can keep this up in TD Garden, which he has not been able to. Which I mean, for me coming into it, I thought you're going back playing your old team, so you'd be pretty amped up to play against them, but just not a didn't happen those first couple games. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll put all my links in the description below. Sorry for the scuff setup, but I'm trying to do the most with what I can. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.